It's no secret that Christmas for many can be a hard time. It is also a story about hope because Christ entered our world. In this next segment, Jocelyn shares her inspiring journey from being homeless to university student. Here's her story.
My name is Jocelyn Fujita. I am 23 years old, and we are at Hui Mahi Aina in the garden that I planned. The earliest memories I have of my home is, in all honesty, and it sounds cliche because of the fact that I'm a gardener, is me and my mother gardening as I was a little girl. I was so close with my mom, and my mom was the one that left us. I remember sitting on the kitchen counter and her singing a song that she sang to me every single day, and it was "You Are My Sunshine." And I remember her singing me that and her crying. And I was wondering, I was very confused why. And it was super early in the morning, like maybe 3 o'clock in the morning. And my dad was also up, but he was getting some of my stuff together. And my mom was singing to me, giving me love. And then my dad loads me in the car, loads some of my stuff in the car, and I go to my grandmother's house. But as we're driving away from my house, I see my mother in the doorway waving at me. I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on at all. And then I just came home and I didn't see my mother anymore. I don't think I'll ever forget, and that still hurts today. But I mean, I'm glad I'm with my mom. You know, she's my best friend. And the day I turned 18, I decided that I was going to move in with my mom. I spent my 18th birthday moving in with my mom. And after that, we lived on Saddle City Road here in Waimanalo with my grandma. They lived on that property for almost 30 years. And out of nowhere, they sold the property. And the new owner didn't want families on there, and he kicked us all out. And we didn't have the financial income to house all of us with the income that we were getting from my parents. And because we were such a big family, my grandma, my grandpa, my uncle, my siblings, my parents, me. On the day of June 1st of 2019, we left the property. And we all loaded our cars, and we lived in our cars ever since. As long as we're together, we're okay. No matter what anything throws at us, we're okay. We were on the streets, running around, trying to find a place just to park so we can sleep in the car. Even the first night that we were out on the streets looking for somewhere, we found an empty parking lot. In the middle of the night, a cop comes and wakes us up, bangs on my window. "What are you guys doing here?" "Oh, this is our first night being on the streets. We're all homeless, and we don't know where else to go." Thank God, he said, "Okay, you can sleep here tonight, but I don't want to see you here anymore." We were on the lane next to the school, Waimanalo School, for a while. That was pretty okay, but that was back when it was loaded with all those cars and all the other homeless people and drug addicts and stuff like that. And there was people just walking by. Kind of sometimes they would look in our windows. It was scary, especially for the fact that we had kids. We lived at Sherwoods for a lot of the time that we were homeless, which was about almost a year and a half. We can buy camping permits and we could be here legally. Overall, it's just hard in general. You're always running, looking over your shoulder, not just from other people who are not as stable as you, but from honestly the police, because some of them really don't have the sympathy at all. And all we're trying to do is find some place to sleep, find some place to be safe, find some place to have a bathroom, have a shower. My grandma and my little sister both have medical conditions where they need to be next to a bathroom. But when COVID came, we went to the pier, and nobody bothered us for about 3 months. That was the best time we had being homeless, because it was the most beautiful location. Nobody bothered us. The kids were so happy being there. That was the happiest we'd ever seen them, because the beach was right there. It was a blessing. It was a good resting point. It was like God saying, "I know you've been struggling, but here, this is your rest." And it was your reward of holding on and staying strong. Me personally, he kept me going, because there's so many times that I just wanted to throw in the towel. I suffer with bipolar depression. I've suffered it since high school, and I actually got committed in a mental facility because I tried to commit suicide in high school on my senior year. I almost didn't graduate because of it, but luckily I got released before graduation, and my teachers worked with me so that I could graduate, and I was able to walk and get my diploma. When I'm in that moment, that's the times where I just pray. I prayed, and I cried, and I just asked God, Are you there? I mean, he was obviously there, but I couldn't help myself to ask if he was because of times being so hard. But it's like, duh, he's there. And it's just like, please just keep my kids safe. Please just keep my kids safe. It cannot end like this. This is not going to be forever. There has to be an end. There has to be some type of light at the end of the tunnel. COVID really messed us up because we were getting chased around everywhere. We couldn't find any place to go, and we were trying to find bathrooms, and so many bathrooms were shut down, and we're like, what in the world? And some of the parks, they shut down their bathrooms. Lisa Martin actually helped us. She was actually one of the people that would bring us food, bring us coloring books for the kids or toys or whatever. She said, hey, I recently heard about this place. Do you know Auntie Blanche? I said, yes, I know Auntie Blanche. And she said, yeah, she's opening a community. I later got a call, maybe 20 minutes after Lisa Martin left. Hey, Jocelyn, this is Auntie Blanche. I said, hey, Auntie Blanche, I don't know if you remember me. She's like, of course I remember you. And then she said, come on over. Just come. When I first moved here, the garden actually was where the parking lot is, right there. And it was beautiful. And I looked at it and I said, that is beautiful. I said, there's a lo'i, there's all this, and this. And it reminded me of my garden back in my old house. My knot kind of started loosening a little bit, you know. Oh, you guys can be yourself over there. I know you guys look like kind of scared. So you guys have your own little area away from everybody, but still close to the bathrooms, because I told her about the bathroom thing. I was like, thank you so much, Auntie. You're so accommodating. She's like, of course, welcome home. I got to call my grandma. I said, Grandma, you got to come. We have our own spot. We're going to be, by ourselves, left alone in the back, tucked away. There's a lot of breeze, so you don't have to be hot. And the bathroom's right here. It's not even, it's super close. She's like, okay, I'll come. This place saved my family because, like I said, my parents, there was a lot of fighting where they almost divorced. I had custody of the kids, and it saved my family because it was a safe spot to settle down, gather what we had, and fix what we needed fixing. And that's exactly what we did. And now we're stronger than ever. My family were restored. My parents are, my parents are stronger than ever as a relationship, as a marriage, as parents too. And not only that, I kind of was the only one with the faith in my family. The kids, they asked questions and I'd answer them to the best of my abilities because they would see me praying or reading my Bible or doing my devotions. And my parents weren't really that kind of thing. We came here and now we're a family of faith. And that is, to me, the most beautiful thing ever. Because I know that is why we're such a strong family today. He didn't just put his hand, he shoved his hand in my family and he did what he needed to do, and I am forever grateful. And this place was the good foundation for rebuilding my family. Because of the fact that my family is now restored and at a good spot where I don't have to worry as much, I actually have already started the process of stepping back, where they're not going to need me anymore. I don't need to be like this anymore. I don't need to be like this anymore. Because they're all the kids are just, they're free birds, they're happy as can be. I know that they're safe. And my parents, I know that they're good. I know that we're stable. And so I'm at that point where okay, it's time for me. The garden just took hold of me. I said, Auntie, I need to be here. I cannot be the other ones. This is me. And she said, okay. So the other leadership roles went to other people, and I was totally engulfed in the garden. And the garden helped me get to that point where I was more social. It got me out of being an introvert. It got me stronger in my faith. It just made me a stronger person. And it got to the point where it's like, okay, what's next? It got me that mindset going for me. Not just for, what's next for the garden, but what's next for me. It kind of got that going for me. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, why not school? Why not? I've always wondered how that would be. And, I I know that's a good thing for me, so why not give it a try? And so I kept it in the back of my mind, never really took the steps. I kind of voiced it to some people, and they kind of gave me some ideas, like programs to get scholarships and whatnot, or grants or whatever. But I never really took the steps to, because I was kind of like, whatever. But then one day, my auntie Lima, who helped us with the aquaponics system, she said, "Hey, Wahine, what's next for you?" I said, "Oh, that's the question I've been asking myself too, Auntie." She's like, "What's next?" I said, "You know, in all honesty, I've been thinking about school." She's like, "Oh, I'm the perfect person. Hello, I work for UH." I said, "Oh my goodness, Lord." She said, "Okay, you know what? Give me your information. I'm going to text you. I got your number already. We're going to talk back and forth. I'm going to get you going." I was like, "What?" She's like, "You don't got to worry about a thing. I'm going to get you going." And that's exactly what she did. I got a grant for me. She got a grant. I barely had to do anything. I was talking on the phone to a couple people, and that's it. It was like everything was just bam, 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 bam. And I was like, it was kind of affirmation that God was like, "This is what you need to be doing. Good job. Follow what I'm telling you to do." Next thing I know, I find out that I got a full year scholarship, and that same person's going to try and get me a full ride. And I'm like, wait, what? Okay. All right, this is what I need to be doing. Got it. And, oh yeah, you want to do agriculture? Yeah, perfect. We got that for you. What? So my mind was constantly just blown out of all the things that just kept happening. Blessing after blessing after blessing, you know? Not just with my schooling, but with the garden. It just kept happening, just one after another. And I was like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing? Got it. Okay, I got it. Christmas to me now is just spending so much time with my family and finally having that Christmas that I know that the kids have always wanted. Because we had a Christmas out there, and like I said, we tried to normalize everything. So we tried our best to make the best Christmas we could for the kids. And literally, we decorated our van. We decked out our van with lights, tinsel, spray paint, not spray paint, the washable paint for the car. We decked our van out, and the inside too. And we even got a little miniature tree. We tried to stick it in a corner every now and then, put little scented Christmas tree scent stuff everywhere, because the kids love that smell, and so do I. And they loved it, but it was like, you could still see that they wanted, the normal Christmas. Here, we're able to have that normal Christmas. We're able to have not just a normal Christmas, but a safe Christmas, because out there it was a Christmas, but we still had to do, looking over the shoulder, all that other stuff. Here, we get to actually just, which is what Christmas is supposed to make you feel like. And the kids are ecstatic. I mean, and not only that, this year we're in our house. And even at our old house it was a trailer. I mean, we still called it home, but this is a house. We actually get to deck it out, an actual house. And the kids are just so happy. They're so ecstatic. We get a Christmas tree. We get all these different decorations. And then not only that, and the blessings that we receive from outside people, the donations, it just shows the Christmas heart, and the fact that the kids get to see that, I'm hoping that one day they replicate that. You know what I mean? The donating, the giving back, not just for you, but to other people. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. KALO viewers, you guys have come out and you guys have helped form this garden. You guys have helped with your hands in this garden, and you guys have touched my life so many times when I meet every single one of you, hearing your guys' stories and you guys hearing mine, and just forming that relationship with you guys. It's been beautiful, and you guys are the reason why I am the way I am today. You guys opened me up. You guys just grew my faith even more and more every single time you guys came. So I forever will be grateful to you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a beautiful Christmas. And to all the other volunteers, I thank you so much. All the donations from corporations and Cliff, Youth Build. I mean, there's so many of you guys. Thank you guys so much. You guys show that just because, you guys have all this money or all this resources, you guys don't just keep it to yourselves. You guys spread it everywhere, and that is such a beautiful thing because you don't see that a lot. And it's so beautiful to see that, especially around Christmas time where people are looking for that feeling of just and you guys give that to them, and that is so beautiful. And I can see it with my kids that it means a lot. It really, really, really does when you even just the little things helping out, especially around this time. It means a lot. And of course I have to thank Auntie Blanche for, well, you saved me, you saved my family, not just Auntie Blanche but your whole family, Uncle Willie, like my papa, Waylene, my friend, Kiana, my best friend. So I thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. We wouldn't be here today if it weren't for you. My family wouldn't be here today if it weren't for you. I don't think my family would be together if it weren't for you guys. So thank you. Hi, my name is Jocelyn Fujita. I am the head of the agriculture department here at Hui Mahiai Aina. I'm 23 years old, and I'm also the future graduate of UH, hopefully Manoa, in agriculture. I'm hopefully gonna get a bachelor's for right now, but one day I'll get a master's. And from my Ohana to yours, Merry Christmas.